Hello students, welcome to my channel Physics Universal Classes. So now we are going to discuss about Coulomb's law. Okay, Coulomb's law is very important for all competitive exams like JEE Mains and NEET and BITSAT. Okay, so remaining competitive exams also this is the very important law, Coulomb's law. Okay, in this Coulomb law, this law is described that how charges interact with one another, which is discovered by Coulomb in 1785. In 1785, the first of all, the Coulomb was experimentally it proves the electric force between two charged spheres. In the two charged spheres, it is represented as a point charges. The Coulomb's law, it states that the electric force Fe exerted by one point charge on another charge. Okay, in this one, the force of interaction between between any 2 point charges is directly proportional to the product of 2 point charges. Product of the charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them, the square of the radius proportional to the square of the distance between them. Okay, this is the Coulomb's law. And acts along the line joining the 2 point charges. This is the Coulomb's law. Okay, in this Coulomb's law, the interaction between any 2 point charges is directly proportional to. This is the this 2 point charges. This is the Q1 and Q2. Is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them acting along the 2 point charges. The force on 1 due to 2, that is F12. The force on 2 second body due to first body, that is F21. Okay, these two are repel to each other, repulsive forces. Okay, these two are that is unlike charges attract to each other. Attractive to each other. Okay, the electric force is directly proportional to the product of 2 point charges. So Q1, Q2, this is the equation number 1. The electric force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them acting along the 2 point charges. Fe is inversely proportional to R square. This is the equation number 2. Okay, from 1 and 2, then Fe is equal to K into Q1 Q2 by R square. Q1 Q2 by R square. Here K is the proportionality constant. Proportionality constant. Okay, in this K is depend upon the medium. K depends on the nature of the medium. Separating depends on the medium. Depends on the medium. Separating the charges and on the system. Separate charges and system of units. System of units. Okay, this is the Coulomb's law. Fe is equal to K into Q1 Q2 by R square. Q1 Q2 by R square. Fe is equal to K into Q1 Q2 by R square. Here K is the proportional to constant. K is depends on the nature of the medium, and it separates that the charges and the system of units. System of units. Then K is equal to electrostatic constant, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay, that value 9 into 10 power 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square. Newton meter square per Coulomb square. So 9 into 10 power 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square. In this epsilon naught is the permittivity of free space. Permittivity in free space. Okay, that value 8.85 into 10 power minus 12 Coulomb square per Newton meter square. 8.85 into 10 power minus 12 Coulomb square per Newton meter square. The CGS units, if that proportional to K is equal to 1, Fe is equal to Q1 Q2 by R square dyne. R square dyne. In this one, the K is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, that is equal to 9 into 10 power 9 Newton meter square per second Coulomb square. This is the SI unit. SI unit, the proportional to constant. The dimensional formula, permittivity of free space, the m power minus 1 L power minus 3 t power 4 and a power 2. A power 2. This is the dimensional formula. So m power minus 1, L power minus 3, t power 4 and a power 2. Okay, this is the relative permittivity epsilon r is equal to epsilon by epsilon naught. That is equal to epsilon, it is equal to epsilon naught into epsilon r. The permittivity of free space into relative permittivity. And in this one, relative permittivity, that is equal to k into epsilon naught. K into epsilon naught. In this one, the force in free space or air is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square. Okay, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, that value 9 into 10 power 9. 9 into 10 power 9 q1 q2 by r square. q1 q2 by r square. This is the force in free space. The next force in medium. Force in medium. Force in medium, that is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon q1 q2 by r square. q1 q2 by r square, that is equal to epsilon is equal to epsilon naught into relative permittivity epsilon r. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q1 q2 by epsilon r into r square. Okay, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, that is the k, the proportional to constant. Okay, this is the k by epsilon r q1 q2 by r square. K by epsilon r q1 q2 by r square, that is equal to, in this one, F air. Okay, the force in medium, that is equal to k by force in free space. F medium is equal to k by F a, that is the force in free space or force in vacuum or force in air. Okay, in this one, the dielectric constant or relative permittivity, then k is equal to epsilon by epsilon naught. The k is equal to 1 in air. The k is equal to infinity. This is the conductor. Okay, k is equal to epsilon by epsilon naught. The k is equal to 1 in air. The k is equal to infinity in conductors. K is equal to infinity in conductors. Okay, this is a very important formula. The free space This is the formula is very important, problematic conditions, and this is also very important. Okay, that is the relation between the force in medium in force in free space. The F medium is equal to K by F air. This is the very important formula. The next, so the continuation of Coulomb's law, F air is equal to K into Q1 Q2 by R square. Q1 Q2 by R square. Here if the Q1 Q2 are same sign, okay, if Q1 Q2 are same sign, that is repulsive, the Q1 Q2 are opposite side, then the force is attractive. The force is attractive. F air is equal to K into Q1 Q2 by R square. For example, in this one, if Q1 is equal to Q2 is equal to 1 coulomb and R is equal to 1 meter, R is equal to 1 meter, then force is equal to 9 into 10 power 9 Newton. The force is equal to 9 into 10 power 9 Newton. Okay. So 1 into 1, 1 by 1 square is the 1. Okay, remaining 1 K value 9 into 10 power 9 Newton. The force is equal to 9 into 10 power 9 Newton. Okay, in this vector form, the Coulomb's law. Vector form. So let us consider, take 2 point stay in the surface in this one, this is the position R1 bar, position vector. This is the R2 bar, the position vector is R2 bar. Okay, so let us consider two position vectors R1 R2. Okay, these two are joined in this one. So find out the position vector of first two due to second one R12. R12 is equal to R2 minus R1 minus R1. The 2 point charges, these two are point charges, Q1 and Q2. Q1 and Q2. These two position vectors are joining from the origin to these 2 point charges. The position vectors are R1 and R2. Okay. The position vector of first two due to second one R12 bar is equal to R2 bar minus R1 bar. The force on Q1 due to Q2, that is the F12. The force on Q2 due to Q1, that is the F21. So taking two axes, x and y. So in vector form, F bar is equal to K into Q1 Q2 by R square into r cap, the unit vector. A cap is equal to a bar by mod of a bar. The same manner, f bar is equal to k into q1 q2 by mod r cube into r bar, mod r cube into r bar. For one position vector, in this one r cap is equal to r bar by mod of r bar. If r2 greater than r1, that is equal to r2 minus r1 bar. R2 greater than r1 is equal to r2 bar minus r1 bar. If r1 bar less than r2, okay, r1, this is the greater than, not less than, greater than r2, that is equal to r1 bar minus r2 bar. This is the unit vector. For example, a unit vector a cap is equal to a bar by mod of a bar, and the same man r cap is equal to r bar by mod of r bar. That value substituted in the place of r cap, the unit the vector of distance, the force on second body due to first body, F21 is equal to k into q1 q2 by F21, that is r2 minus r1 mod of r2 minus r1 cube whole cube into r2 minus r1, r2 bar minus r1 bar. So because of force, the force acting on second charge due to first charge F21, that is equal to k into q1 q2 by, in this one, r2 greater than r1, I taken r2 minus r1 whole cube into r2 bar minus r1 bar. Okay, this is the force acting on second charge due to first charge. This is the formula. That is the formula. Okay, if the force acting on first charge due to second charge F12 is equal to k into q1 q2 by mod of r1 minus r2 whole cube into r1 bar minus r2 bar. Okay, these are the very important formulas for NEET and JEE mains aspirants. Okay, the next, if the q1 q2 are same sign, the q1 q2 are same sign, q1 q2 are same sign, that is the q1 q2 greater than 0, which is a repulsive force acting. The same charge means repulsive. Okay, opposite charge, if q1 q2 are opposite sign, then the q1 q2, the product of q1 q2 less than 0, that is attractive. The next point, the next note point, The next point, next note point, that is the principle of superposition, is a very important principle of superposition. The principle of superposition, total force acting on a given charge, like this is the q is the given charge, q is the given charge. The total charge acting on a given charge due to the number of charges is the vector. The number of charges coincide. This is the q1. The position vector is r1. This is the q2, r2. This is a q3. The position vector is r3. And this one is a q4. This is the r4. The position vector is that is the point charge q5. This is the position vector is r5. The principle of superposition means the total force acting on a given charge, the total force is the q charge, the given charge due to the number of charges, the number of q1, q2, q3, q4 and q5, this 5 types of charges is the vector sum of individual forces acting on that charge, individual forces acting on the charge. That is the net force on q will be F net is equal to F1 plus F2 plus F3 plus and so on Fn. Okay, in front of the, okay, before Fn is the Fn minus 1. Okay. The total charge, the total force acting on a given charge, q, due to the number of charges, is the vector sum of the individual forces on the certain charges. The total force on the point charge q, F net is equal to F1 plus F2 plus F3 and so on Fn. This is the principle of superposition. And one more thing, the two forces acting along in this parallelogram law of vector the same manner in this one. This is F2 and in this one F1. The magnitude of the resultant of two forces, the total angle is theta, only in this resultant angle is alpha. The magnitude of resultant of two electric forces F net is equal to square root of F1 square plus F2 square plus 2 F1 F2 cos theta. And the direction of the resultant force tan alpha is equal to F2 sin theta by F1 plus F2 cos theta. F1 plus F2 cos theta. Okay. This is the direction formula. The above formula is some magnitude of the resultant of two electric forces. This is the simply say that Coulomb's law. Hope you like this video, students. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you.